Warriors, welcome to Warrior Wednesday. It's March 25th, and we're all in a lockdown, or at least the majority of us, depending on what state you're in or what country you're from. We're all in a lockdown due to our boy, coronavirus, also known as COVID-19. And who would have thought, or who would have imagined that we would be marching into this whole global pandemic and everyone being in lockdown because of a virus, of a flu virus, so which is really, really interesting. And you know what? It's something, I look at it this way, it's something I would have never imagined, not even in my wildest dreams. So it feels sometimes like, is this really reality? Is this really what's going on? So anyway, so that's what's going on right now. So checking in on you, like, how are you doing in this lockdown, and what are you experiencing? What's going on? What are you creating? If you're on here live or if you're catching the replay, of course, I want to hear from you and connect with you. Hey, Joanne, thanks for tuning in. So we're officially, guys, in Aries season. So for all my Aries, I love my Aries, fire energy. So if you're in Aries, comment with hashtag Aries. If you're not in Aries and you're another sign, comment with whatever your sign is, hashtag Leo or hashtag Pisces or hashtag Scorpio, Cancer, etc., whatever your sign is, just comment so I can see you. All right. And if you're on here live, of course, say hi. Or give yourself some hearts. I always like to say, give yourself some hearts. And if you're catching the replay, or when you catch the replay, comment with hashtag encore so I can, say, hey, thanks for tuning in. All right. So I also want to share with you guys that I'm a bit heartbroken today because I was actually slated to travel to Atlanta tonight. I had booked this trip to Atlanta to speak at a voiceover convention. So for those of you who are my voice actors, you know that we were going to VO Atlanta, which actually would have started tomorrow, as a matter of fact. However, I was slated to fly out of Newark tonight and be there for the weekend and fly back on Sunday night. However, because of the coronavirus, the trip and the conference were postponed, if you will. And so this is what's going on, right? So the good news is I'm heartbroken because I wanted to see everyone. I wanted to connect with everyone. And I was super excited to be speaking at the conference, which would be my third year speaking at the conference. The good news is that in the next few days, for all my voice actors, in the next few days, I'll be putting together some resources for you guys that I will share in lieu of us not being at the conference this week. So stay tuned for more details on that. So if you're a voice actor, stay tuned on that. Okay. And I also want to say we're all, even like we're in isolation, we're in this together. Yes, we're isolated. We're all at home, but we're still in this together. Hey, John, thanks for tuning in. So, I want to pick back up what I started last week, which is, coronavirus and working from home. A lot of people are working from home right now. If you've always worked from home, awesome. Let me know. If this is your first time working from home, let me know as well. It's a huge shift to be working from home, especially in these times. And I have some strategies and ways for you to make the most out of working from home and also to avoid distractions because it can be distracting, especially with everything that's going on, because now you're at home with your kids, your family, your spouse, whatever, depending on where you're at. So with that being said, I have a few more strategies for you. If you haven't tuned in to episode 1, I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel, which is Zena Solomon, and go to episode 1 of this series to connect with the first few ways for you to be effective while you're working from home. And I'm just going to pick up from where we left off. All right, guys. So with that being said, a couple of quotes I want to share with you real quick so that we get connected. So the first one is by John Wooden, and he says, things turn out best for people who make the best of the way things turn out. And then the second quote is by Helen Steiner Rice, and she says, stop wishing for things you complain you have not and start making the best of all that you've got. And this is really what we're in. So yes, we're all inconvenienced, or many of us could be inconvenienced because of us being off of our quote unquote routines. And now we're working from home or whatever the deal is. And now we're shifting into this whole new model of being at home and staying at home and social distancing and all that stuff that's going on, right? So I have some strategies and tips for you to keep you sane at the same time support you in being productive and still making the most out of this experience. So if you're excited, comment below. Let me know that you're excited to hear more about this, and I am going to get started. So the first thing I want to say is you want to stay connected with people. Even though it may feel lonely that you're working from home, it may feel like you're in isolation, you're not alone. Many other folks are working from home as well. I've always worked from home. I have my own business, so I do work from home, and that's one of the reasons why I left corporate because of that, because I wanted to work from home. And so you want to stay connected, and staying connected could look so many different ways. And what I would encourage you to do is do, video chats, do FaceTime, do Zoom meetings with people so you can actually connect with them and see them and create that level of connection so you're not feeling like you're alone. So if you feel me, give me some hearts so I can see you and make sure that this is resonating with you. Secondly, you want to schedule breaks throughout the day, and you want to create a cadence and a rhythm of how your day is going to go, so that you're not like working the whole time, or you're not goofing off the whole time. You have a set schedule and you're taking breaks throughout the day, so you're being intentional with your time. Thirdly, you want to dress for success. So I don't wear PJs when I work from home. That doesn't work for me. I like to shift my energy from, sleepy mode, relaxation mode to work mode. So I change my clothes. I wear what I would do, like if I, not that, like as if not I'm going into the office, but I like to be comfortable and dress for success. So what I would invite you to do is dress for success, whatever that looks like for you, because sometimes working in PJs is not the most productive. But again, that doesn't work for me, may work for you. I'm interested to hearing, does it work for you or not? So share, all right? You also want to pinpoint your distractions. So you want to be connected. Like, what is it like when you're working from home? What is it that's distracting you? So make note of that. Like have like a journal or like a sheet of paper next to you. And like as you're working on something, you're like, oh, I got pulled in this direction. So make a note of what exactly that distraction is. I will say, because of what's going on right now, social media can be a huge distraction, especially social media on your phone. And so some things that I do to not be pulled into social media, the loophole of social media is I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Sometimes I put my phone face down when I'm working on something, so I'm not like constantly looking at my phone. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's like you're scrolling, you're looking at your phone. So I put my phone face down, or you want to put your phone on vibrate or silence, whatever works for you. I typically, if I don't have client calls, I'll put my phone on Do Not Disturb, because I just don't want to be pulled and distracted. I want to focus on what I'm focusing on, okay? So this is a tip for you. Next thing is you want to avoid procrastination. So don't put things off till later date. Do it now. Like, don't put it off. Like, it's so tempting to be like, I'll do this later. No, do it now. Like, get it done. Okay. Make a list, get it done. Okay. You also want to take a gym break. So a lot of us, as I'm sure you know, don't have access to gyms because our gyms are closed because of Corona. Thanks, Corona. No, I'm kidding. Thank Corona, right? So what you want to do, like, first of all, this is such a great time and opportunity for you to get healthy. So now you recognize how important being healthy is, because people who get sick are the ones who are not taking care of their health. So don't let this coronavirus be an excuse for you to be a couch potato. I actually invite you to step up and do something to get work on your health. So a lot of us at the gym are doing challenges like, a 30-day burpee challenge, a 30-day plank challenge, a 30-day squat challenge, push-ups, sit-ups, whatever. Just commit to something. You commit to something. Just be healthy. You can go for a run. You can go for a walk. We're not stuck at home forever, right? So, and the thing is, you want to boost your immunity in this time. So you get to focus on building your health and building that, sweat it out, get the germs out, sweat it out, and then just get yourself healthy. So, being a couch potato, I will say hashtag ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. There's no time for that. All right. Let's all commit to being healthy. Hey, Laura, thanks for tuning in. So here's your mission for this week, guys, even for today. So first of all, you get to reach out to 10 people today and ask them how they're doing. This is a great opportunity for you to connect. So reach out to 10 people. Ask them how they're doing during this coronavirus so you can create connection with them. Secondly, ask them what are they doing to stay productive while they're working from home. So if they're working from home, ask them, what are you doing to be productive? Learn from them, learn from each other. Thirdly, what are you doing to stay fit? Share what are you doing to stay fit and healthy during this lockdown. So for example, I'm doing a burpee challenge. I'm doing 100 burpees in 100 days, and I'll tell you it's very, very challenging. It's no joke, nothing to sneeze at, okay? So, or cough at or any of that. So what are you doing? So share what that is so we can inspire each other, get our energies up, get our health up, and all that stuff. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next week, same time, same station, Warrior Wednesday. Be well and see you soon.